Hey everybody, it is Brittany with Scribbles by Brittany, and unfortunately, the previous video that I had recorded did not transfer well or something in the process, so the file ended up having to get deleted. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I had it happen before to another video file that I just found out about, or I was going to edit the video and then I couldn't find the video. So that's kind of where that happened. But the video that I was going to record had recorded was this beautiful colored pencil drawing, and it was on the bright white sketchbook Luna Moth from Bailey J. And I wanted this one in particular because it shows the bright colors, and the paper is nice and smooth, so there isn't very much like white that comes through it, especially when you layer it. Unlike this one you really have to layer, because you'll notice some of the white that comes through. By the way, this is a colored pencil review, I guess. I did, however, enjoy the absolute bright transition colors that you can kind of see on like the banner, and just how vibrant they are. And then how on top of that, like, you can also kind of get a very gradual like ombre effect to it. And so I wanted to kind of feature these two in particular. This one was recorded, but the video file was corrupted. It got deleted. And then this one was just me playing around with the different colors that was actually featured in the box of colored pencils. I do have, or I should say I had bought the 300-piece case. So there's a lot of colored pencils in here. They do have, this was not sponsored at all, but they do have plenty of branded products right here on the side, as you can see. I was really excited to get this, and it only cost me $45 on Amazon. So if you are interested in a little bit cheaper art supply that isn't quite Prismacolor, but still gives that that premium feel without a premium price, I would definitely suggest the colored pencils. I definitely like how they turned out. The other plus side that I had noticed with the 300 one is that it came with a chart that you can fill out with the colors, appropriately, I guess. And so you can see all of the colors. I do secretly want to organize all of the colors by number, so that way all I have to do is refer to the chart, refer to the number, and then go from there. That's what I would like to do. That seems like a job for like next weekend. I have like a few things that I need to do next weekend. By the way, this is 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, so for reference, this is when it's being recorded. I don't know. I'm afraid that my videos are not going to get saved or transferred right, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try and do a little bit short-ended clips, and then I will put them all together I'll edit them all together later on. But it was really, really frustrating that some clips will successfully transfer and then some of them won't. And I'm not exactly sure why that is the case. But that's kind of where I'm at in this whole thing. Kind of took a little bit of a break after the whole, after the month-long videos, or the weekly videos for the month of October being spooky season. I kind of took some time off, kind of just did what I could. I also started a new position, so that also was, it was a little chaotic for the month of October for me. Not gonna lie. So, trying to figure out what I wanted to do these. I think I might redo this pencil, but in a marker version, or a marker and colored pencil version, just so that way they will all match, or like, not necessarily match, that sounds weird, but I think I could do this one the same way, just so that way, or I could just do them all in colored pencil, because it seems to work that way. Like, this turned out really well. I do need to do an outline on it, but again, that could probably wait a little bit. I'm not in any rush. I do want to show you guys just I can't even say the quality, because like the quality is there. Like, check that out. I want to make some artwork for you guys so that we guys have something to look at and to like follow along with. And yeah, I do have this idea that I want to do some like Russian nesting dolls. I think that'd be so cool. And I kind of want to do different versions of the Russian nesting dolls, kind of like I don't know, oh gosh, like they're wearing different outfits, or like make it themed around things. Yeah. So that is kind of where that is at right now. I really wanted this video to translate a lot better, and it did not, and I'm so sad. So, the price that you gotta pay for what you do, right? Okay. So now I'm gonna work on the handle of this, and I kind of want to do this, kind of like this. Kind of want to break it up a little bit. Right now I'm kind of getting a little overheated. Right now wearing a sweatshirt and stuff. I'm like, oh, I have my dryer going, so it's like, holy crap. And I am a huge fan of, like, I don't know, paint drips. Huge fan of it. I don't know why. It's just, ugh. And I'm gonna kind of go in with this. Go in between it. There we go. I'm going to do the earth tone again, except I'm going to do the earth tone as like the handle. I know I'd said like the reddish brown color, but now I'm kind of like, dude, this will look so cute. and it might pop against the green, the darker green color. I probably should have went with like a yellow or something for the paint, or something of that idea, but sometimes you don't think about things until afterwards, or like as you're doing them. If I redo this, then I will do it in like many different, probably paint colors, just so you guys know. Or, you know, I might do digital mock-ups of this, so that way I can do the different colors. I think that would be a lot of fun, if I do a digital version. And like the digital version would probably be like me taking a picture of this and just copying it that way, because I found that is super easy for me to do if something I've already drawn in my sketchbook. And like yesterday I kind of went on a shopping spree for myself. It's mainly like a self-care day, for sure. I had went down to Crumble Cookie, and surprisingly, like, I didn't spend a whole lot. I had a gift card from my friend Marie, so if she's watching this video, hi Marie. She had got it for me, like, back when she found out about me transferring and getting a promotion and stuff. And, like, the message was super sweet and made me cry. But honestly, like, it's this new job position has been so much better for my mental health. It's so relaxing. Like, even as I speak right now, like, I think I've just been in that whole idea of like fight or flight mode for the past several years, where I've just been constantly stressed out, that now that I'm actually relaxing, I'm able to sleep and actually sleep. And by sleep, like, I could sleep 5 hours and be okay, and then sleep another couple of hours and then be okay. And that's only because yeah. It's such a crazy thing that I'm actually getting, like, a decent and restful sleep. I am going to kind of go in through the leaves now. So I am going to apologize ahead of time. Right now my dryer is running. I have to get laundry done. So if you hear it in the background, or if it's like a humming noise, that's what it is. Okay, I'm going to do this one kind of over, and what I mean by over, as in, like, I'm gonna start a new one to kind of give you a review based on the artwork that I'm working on right now. So, and these are the pencils that I've chosen for right now. I'm kind of going with a darker color scheme in hopes that maybe it will be translated right. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of dive right in. And in some instances, I will kind of use a little bit of a heavier hand versus a lighter hand. And when I say that, I'm talking about like the amount of pressure that I use when actually like dropping the pencil to the paper. And usually it's whenever you want a darker pigment, you want to kind of drop your hand a little bit harder. And I don't do it for very long because then my hand starts to hurt. And I am going to kind of go up here, but I'm going to do kind of a little bit lighter idea. So I want the shadows to appear, but when I go in with a lighter color, I also want that to kind of help, I guess. Yeah. But what I will do is kind of take this grape color. And I will say, I absolutely love the names of some of these colors. Like, and I noticed with this paper in particular, it does kind of lay down a little bit nicer. As far as how, gosh, I'm blanking on like what I actually want to say. I don't know, the paper that that is in this sketchbook is really smooth. It has a really smooth surface. So the other sketchbook that I use has kind of a rougher surface. And I think it's more made for like the idea of sketching, not necessarily finished work. So that's kind of the difference. Although I can't remember how many GSMs they like, or like, yeah, GSM, which is like pound per whatever. Usually like the marker kind is about 120. And you'll still have some bleed through when it comes to that, but it's not going to be as, I guess, significant. And the normal cardstock that I use is like 100 or 110 GSM. I can never remember. I probably should. So the other day, I had received a phone call from the property manager, and he basically asked me, he's like, "Did you pay your rent?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." I was like, "If you need to, go look at the cameras," because we have cameras posted outside the rental office and stuff like that. And I know I turned it in because I had to work that weekend. So it kind of like bothered me that he would even ask, because I when it comes to turning in money for anything, I'm pretty religious on that fact. And it was kind of irritating because, this entire weekend, not necessarily felt ruined, but I was scared because I was like, oh shit, if I'm going to need an extra payment or something because they lost it, I'm going to be really freaking mad, because that's my hard-earned money, and they're just, what are they doing with it, So it was a little irritating. Nobody wants to hear that, oh, because we made a mistake, you have to pay more. That's not how that goes, and I will fight tooth and nail over that, because that's not a mistake on me, that's a mistake on you. And then on top of that, you shouldn't be telling people, if you don't know for sure, you shouldn't be telling them that their shit isn't paid when you're not even sure. You should go investigate the issue, figure it out, and then handle it. Instead of stressing me the hell out, why don't you guys stress out? It's not a mistake on my part, that's a mistake on y'all's. And it, that absolutely irritates me. And especially, if you're gonna mess, okay, so they've also raised my rent. So they raised my rent, and then turn around, and then they want to pull that bullshit. No, that's not even cool. That's not, no. I'm very irritated when it comes to them, basically mishandling the funds. And now they're, what it looks like on the rental stuff is that it looks like I haven't paid. And then on top of that I owe an extra $40 because their mistake. Because they said I didn't pay when I did, and my check was cashed. So someone there is obviously lying. Someone's not doing their job. And now they're coming after me for it, and I'm like, no, because I guarantee you I would end up suing the company, the LLC, and then I'm going to tell them that they're going to be paying my rent from now on. And then I'm not going to owe nothing. I'll own this fucking place. Piss me off. By the way, I took that earth tone, and I wanted it to kind of have a brush, the brush effect. So I made what would look like the bristles obviously darker than the in-between, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So yeah, I'm so I kind of had a chit chat with the accounts manager, and apparently she has taken over that, and I'm like, what the fuck? If you're the accounts manager and you're so freaking busy that you can't handle a couple of rent checks, we got a problem. We got a major problem. And according to the property manager, she has taken on a lot in her personal life and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, well, that's still no excuse to be messing around with people's money. That's there's no reason for it. So, yeah. Okay, I do want to add some like brownish color in this. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is actually turning out way better than what I thought. Okay, so that's what I have so far. I just kind of did the earth tone, and then I had done a gray. I think it was this orange gray, and then I had done some reddish brown in between that. And so far it's turning out super cute. Maybe if I could adjust the lighting a little bit. Oh, it's kind of washed out. Yeah. I'm trying to get the lighting right, but so far it looks really cute. Oh. So, yeah, like I've... and I really don't stress about what I have to do or anything. Like, I think that's the craziest part, is that I don't feel super stressed out. Like, it's kind of, oh, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. It's okay. It's not like, oh my god, you have to redo this and stay over and da da da. Like, I definitely try to make sure that that the work is being completed, but I'm not trying to stress myself out over it, because that's just, that right there is a little pointless. But what I am stressed out about is the fact that I had gotten word about a few things, and part of me wants to bring it up to somebody's attention because it is causing rift. Like, it's causing a rift between the supervisor and the team members, and it's not even like, it doesn't even really have to do with me. Like, I'm kind of the middleman, and unfortunately, like, a couple of team members have already spoken out about it, and it's rather embarrassing on the supervisor's part. So, and it's borderline, like, it's like, there's one thing about, how should I say it, like, in the nicest way possible, like, I'm not one to discriminate against anybody that works hard, but the way that this person makes people feel, that she's discriminating, and she's going against somebody's age, she's going against somebody's well-being, and some of the team members don't want her in as a supervisor anymore, and then I've been told by the team members that if I was to step into that role, that they would stay at work. And I'm like, wait, what? Say what? And that's kind of funny to me, because I'm like, I don't have any supervisor experience, but they already can see that I am doing a really good job, I guess. And then the other part of that is that a lot of people keep on leaving because of her as the supervisor. So yeah, but I don't know what to do. Kind of just sitting back, letting the cards fall wherever they land. I'm not trying to get into anybody's business. I do not care. It's neither here nor there. Like, I will definitely say I like the team that I have, and I will continue to support them any way that I see fit. And that is kind of where I'm waiting for the chips to fall. And we shall see. Okay, I'm thinking about going kind of a little bit lighter tone on these. Just like a softer hand undertone on these babies. There we go. Do kind of the same on this one too. I didn't want this to be kind of a super long video. It's actually it feels like it's going to be a lot shorter than the last one. Just because I spent a lot more time looking for colors in the last video than I did if I have the colors ready and already out, then it makes it a lot different. Like, it makes it a lot easier. But you can kind of see how vibrant they are. Just like if I wanted to compare them to Crayola, like if I do a Crayola drawing next to it, Crayola is going to look a lot like this. And very rare can I get a solid color like that. And I hope that kind of, like, it'll happen, but it will definitely take a lot more layering and hard hand. I think that's not my work, but my old place of work. That's that noise. It's like the mill is running. They're kind of starting up early because it's technically 2 a.m. right now. Yeah, by the way, I have fully gotten to the second to third shift. I head space. Holy Moses. Yeah. So, like, most of the time it's, like, super quiet. And, yeah. So, this is the paintbrush. I'm glad you guys stuck around for my ranting and raving about every little thing. I definitely like the colored pencils. There's a lot of them. So the chances of me actually, like, using all of them at any point in time, I don't know how likely that will be, considering I have other art stuff to use. So thank you for hanging out with me, enjoying the time, watching everything. I hope you have a great day, night, weekend, whenever you're viewing this. And remember to create more and worry less. Thanks, guys.